Good morning. I did not realize that music was so
Oh,
serious.
gee.
No, it's like
I was
I
like,
can't
wait,
hear you.
it's
it's like
supposed to. We could hear you fine, Angel. You're good. You're good. Uh, Good morning, everyone. We are live on the Wise Coffee Chat Show, and we are excited.
Can't
Let me know if you guys can hear us and see us. So I'm Jennifer Sanchez. I'm the founder of the
I
Women's
can't hear
Institute of
you. We were
Women.
just fine. What's going on?
Can you hear us now,
Oh
Angel?
no. What
oh no.
now? Why do I always have an issue?
Hello, can you hear us now?
We were just fine.
Oh, she can't hear us.
I cannot hear
Keep
you.
Hear you.
Oh no.
Okay, Angel. I'm gonna
Let
go ahead and we're
me.
gonna start the show. So let me mute you for a sec
I
till you
can't.
figure that stuff out. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So let us
Thanks.
know when you can hear us. If you have to jump off and
Maybe if
jump back
I.
on, that's fine.
Oh man. Okay, jump off. Let me try to get off and get back.
Okay. So as we are fixing that technical difficulty, we
That's
apologize, everyone.
current
This,
life.
yes, you know how technology goes. There's always issues with technology. As we know, we're always going to have issues with technology. Um, This is Jennifer Sanchez. I'm from the Women's Institute of Self Development and Efficacy. And what we do is we're a show for women. We are a show of having conversations. So we are excited to be live with you this morning. And we're excited to. Uh,
Oh, I can't.
She's having issues with the audio right now, so hopefully that gets fixed up soon. And so I'm going to go ahead. Maria, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, good morning, everybody. I'm so excited to be here with Jennifer and the WISE community. My name is Maria Paloma. I am a full time teacher, mother of three, married. I'm also a yoga instructor, and I have started a yoga series on my YouTube channel and my private Facebook group called Alas elevar tu conocimiento. So I would love to see you over there. I'm trying to grow a Hispanic community, or I teach the yoga and meditation in Spanish. So I'd love to see you over there. And I'm also part of Now You Invest, which is an online investment tool that teaches you how to invest wisely. And I would love to share that with you guys as well. So I'm really happy to be here. Thank you, Jennifer, for inviting me. And I hope Angel can fix her audio.
Yeah, we'll keep going. We'll wait on Angel and see if she can get her audio going. But like I was saying, this community, we are an organization. We focus on well-being, mental health, wellness, professional development, personal business development. We holistically work with women, which is that's our passion, right? So me personally, I am a life coach. I'm a mentor. I'm a mom. I'm a wife, right? I do all these things with the community. I like to say I'm a master of creating community because we have definitely created a community of like minded women. So, and the women here are amazing. So um, I'm sure you guys are gonna enjoy the women that are here, and hopefully Angel can get her audio going while we're communicating. And and this whole show actually started from me just going live in our Facebook group of 1,500 women, and I would constantly have different conversations. I said, why not make it an actual show and actually bring women onto the show? So, Maria, thank you for being our guest for this month. She's gonna our guest, our co-host for this month, I should say. So we're excited to have conversations around Maria. We can hear you, Angel. Can you hear us?
I don't think she
I
can.
don't think you could hear us.
Oh,
So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start the conversation. For those that are in the chat, let us know who you are. I see Amel. Good morning, Amel. She says she can hear us and see us. Good morning, awesome. Let us know if you're watching and you're tuning in. What are you drinking? What kind of coffee? So Maria, share with us, what are you drinking this morning?
I really enjoy Dunkin' coffee, but it's starting to get pretty pricey out there, right? So I actually buy the Costco brand. So, but it's pretty good, except I'm sharing it in my little percolator cup.
Oh,
So, little
nice.
percolator. So, our friend Joe over in Percolator in Portage Park, he's got a little coffee shop, and my husband and I really enjoy his coffee from time to time. So, right now during the holidays, he's got some pretty cute little blends that he's putting out there. So, I hope you guys can support, local business and maybe shop over in Portage Park sometime. But yeah, I go somewhere between Costco brand, which I enjoy,
Oh, Costco's awesome.
yeah, the Percolator brand. So
Percolator. I
yeah,
love that.
it's fun little place.
Well, I know the percolator dance.
There you
So but this is good. This is great to know that, I know that you mentioned that you and your husband support this small business.
Yeah,
So I think right now, and we can talk about that for a few minutes. Right now is the time to support
yeah,
small businesses, right? Small businesses are trying to stay afloat. Small businesses are trying to make it happen at this moment. So the
mhm,
fact that you are going to his shop, I know I'm assuming they have curbside pickup, or how are they
yeah,
doing it?
yeah. Well, we just buy the bags and then we make it. It's already ground coffee, so we make it at home.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think he's got like a little. Miguel said he's got like a little slot in his doorway, and you can just go and pick up your materials from him. But yeah, I mean, I'm a full-time teacher. I don't remember if I mentioned that. So I was just, I feel so blessed. Like I know a lot of people literally lost their jobs or maybe had their wages cut or maybe were furloughed or, so many bad situations. And I was just lucky enough, I was able to continue teaching and continue getting my paycheck. So I feel like I am one of those people, like I'm really trying to support local business. Whenever I eat out, I'll try to hit the local shops. I stopped over at Ponce restaurant last week, Marisal's shop. And then yesterday we went to La Costa, which is also a little seafood place. I believe, I'm not sure if it's Portage Park, but it's like Central and
I
Addison
I
area.
think it's
Yeah.
Not Montclair, Belmont Cragen.
Oh, yes, I think you're right, Belmont Creek. Yeah. So, we try to, just the local pizza places in our neighborhood, like really trying to help out that way. So,
Yeah, and me and you have a lot in common. We both grew up in Albany Park. We
yeah.
both used to attend Our Lady of Mercy Church. Like, you speak my lingo. Usually our community is all Southsiders. And I'm like, Southside, like not trying to be mean. I'm just saying, I'm like, I worked in the South Side, so I still am familiar with the South Side. I
Yeah.
worked for many years on Pershing and Damon.
Okay.
Uh, but then all of a sudden, it's kind of like it's a breath of fresh air to talk about common locations
Yeah.
like Portage Park and be like,
Mhm.
oh, you were talking
Yeah.
Saginash. I'm like, I know Saginash, right? So it's
Yeah.
nice. It's nice to have another North Sider here with me on the show this morning. Um, North Side, yeah, I know we're gonna have some haters now. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Uh, Cubbies, go Sox.
Go Sox. So that's always an issue in my house, because, well, I shouldn't say in my house, but like North Side friends, in my house we're all Sox fans, and then they say,
You're a Sox fan? No, I'm just joking.
so, but I have to explain. So I always say, because they're like, wait, you grew up on the North Side. How come you're not a Cubs fan? Why are you a Sox fan? And I say, well, my dad was a Cubs fan, but as a kid, I was just not into baseball. I was not, into that. So when I met my husband at Loyola, and his whole family huge Sox fans. So then I started to learn about the game and learn about the lingo and stuff like that. and he was played baseball since the time, t-ball all the way up until his 40s. and and I say I'm a Sox fan because I want to preserve my marriage. But don't tell him that that's the only reason why I'm a Sox fan, okay?
We honor that, we understand why that is. We get it. You're preserving your marriage. I can give credit to the Sox stadium. I went to one game. I was, and I'm like you. I guess as an adult, I started enjoying. Going to the games, right? I enjoy going to the baseball game. So, you go to a Cubs game, it's all party hardy. If
Yeah,
you're young,
very different.
it's very different environment. Everyone's drinking, everyone's partying in the street.
Yeah,
All the bars are there, so it's a lot of fun, a lot of excitement.
it is.
But then you go to a Sox game, and they're definitely a lot more family oriented. Which, when
Yeah,
I went, I had already the girls, so I was like, oh. This is nice. Like they allowed my oldest run around the tr-
yes, my
the
kids have done that.
diamonds.
Yeah, my kids have done that. That's always great.
That was sweet. My daughter loved it. But at the Cubs stadium, she got a ball from one of the coaches. They
Oh,
gave her sometimes they give you the balls that they practice with,
oh,
right? So
nice.
I forgot which coach one of the, like, not the main coaches, but one of the
Yeah.
other coaches came up to my daughter, the oldest, and gave her a ball. So she was super excited about
Oh,
that. So
sweet.
that was nice. So I can't discredit the Cubs that much, right? Um, but I don't know, whoever's watching, let us know if you're a Cubs or a Sox fan. I know that would be interesting to hear. We have Mary, she said, no, my hubby is a Sox fan and I am a Cubs fan. Um, so, Angel, we know she's still trying to jump on the show.
Yeah.
Keep trying,
Yeah.
Angel. I could hear backstage, but then I couldn't hear you ladies when I went live. Oh no. Yeah,
Oh,
I don't know what's going on, but we'll keep trying. We're all still here. If not, we'll figure it out. It's not a big deal. Um, so now we know Cubs. And you know what? I remember when the Sox won the World Series in '06, I think it was. No, no,
oh,
no, the Sox. The Sox won in '06. '05. Was
oh,
it '05?
mhm.
Okay, I was at UIC at that time, and I was like, like, I don't want to watch the parade. Like, the parade was coming right through down Taylor Street. Was it Taylor? Or I forgot what street it was.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not gonna sit here and watch you guys. And I kept walking. I just crossed that parade, and they didn't even stand because all the students were out there watching and teaching. Nah, I'm going to my class. So let's see if Angel is working now. We'll see right now in a second. We have good morning. Here we go. We have another Sox fan. Good morning. Love Sox games. I'm going to be drinking French vanilla. Go Sox.
Sucks. Yes.
This is definitely a diehard South Sider. I know that already. So, and ML said, not a real fan. I just watch the games with my husband to support his like for the game. And you guys are Dominican. Dominicans love baseball, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I know, from my understanding, Dominicans really go for Red Sox. I don't know if that's accurate. Correct me if I'm wrong. Um, but Angel, can you hear us now?
No, I feel so bad. That's so frustrating when your internet is not cooperating. Let me tell you.
Yeah, it might be her phone as well. Okay, okay. Let me see. On my end, we'll see what we can do, but we'll keep trying. Maybe just stay and don't say anything. Just see if it'll pick up the sound. Don't mess with it like earlier. So let's go on to our next topic while Angel's still kind of figuring out
Mhm.
her audio. Let's talk about names.
Oh yeah.
Names.
So
Um, I
exciting.
know that a lot of people have I know a lot of people have, meanings behind their names. And I know this was a discussion, Maria, that you wanted to speak about. So tell me why you wanted to talk about this.
So I was looking at the calendar and I realized, oh my goodness, this coming weekend is December 12th, which is Our Lady of Guadalupe Day. And it's, the name day, but it is just such a huge celebration and festivities in Mexico, South America, and I believe all around the world these days. And here in our Chicago area, they make it a big, celebration over here in El Cerrito, which is on Central and what is it,
Mm.
Road, I believe.
It's in Des Plaines, right?
Yeah, that they have a huge beautiful shrine to Our Lady of Guadalupe. If you get a chance to go anytime during the season, it is magnificent to see because it is this beautiful rock structure that they build a shrine for her. And so many people go that it literally is like plastered with roses, because if anybody knows the story of Our Lady of Guadalupe, she brought roses to Diego, who is San Juan Diego now, and it during a time when the roses were not in season. So that was like the whole story, to prove to him that she was real. And
Mhm.
so that is why roses are associated with Our Lady of Guadalupe. But it's just such a beautiful thing to see. Um, and if you're Catholic, or even if you're not Catholic, it is just so beautiful to see. It's such a great celebration. So my name is Maria Guadalupe, and so I, very proud of that. So I mentioned to Jennifer that at one point, certain people, I won't mention any names, were telling me you should really change your name. Maria is such a common name, and you see it everywhere, and you should change your name. And I said, no, I don't want to. I love my name. I
Yeah.
don't care if I made otra Maria, but I've always had a great affection for my name. And my mom said that I was born in January, very cold, and I guess I was kind of a puny kid, when I was born, and encomendó con la Virgen, like she was praying over me, to so that I would be a healthy baby. And so that's why she named me. That's what she says, that she named me after the Virgin, because she was wanted me to be a healthy baby. So I
Mm.
can't, change my name after my mom tells me that story, and it just so then I got curious, and I started, looking up articles and things about names. And it turns out there's a big conversation out there about names. Like, a lot of people believe that the name you're given kind of um, creates this path for you. Uh,
Yeah.
the other thinking is like, wait, but your parents gave you that name. So it's really more about your parents more than you.
Mhm.
You didn't have a choice in the name. So
Yeah.
I was curious about how people thought. Did their name really um, impact their life one way or the other?
Yeah. Yeah.
Curious.
And I think that's a great conversation. When you present it, I was like, it's true, right? Like if you have a name, like I don't know if you did this, but I know I researched all my kids' names to figure out the meaning behind the name, right? And see like, okay, well, what does this name mean? Because you are putting like you're stamping your child with
Yes, yes,
whatever this name is associated with, right?
yeah.
So I have an interesting story. My name was not meant to be Jennifer, right?
Okay.
So mine I like to say the nurse named me because my parents didn't speak English. My parents, were at the clinic or the doctor, the hospital. I was born in Chicago, in Uptown actually. And all I remember was, or what my mom told me was, they wanted to name me Yenny. So I
Hmm.
guess in the 80s, there was a soap opera in Spanish, and one of the characters' name was Yenny. So they wanted Yenny. So when they told the nurse Yenny, the nurse took it upon herself to write on my birth certificate Jennifer.
Oh,
So my parents, not knowing how to communicate or defend themselves, they were like, "Oh, okay, pues, Jennifer sounds good." So I like to say,
Yay!
"Yay, you can hear us now!
Like, yay! I can
right.
hear you now.
Yay,
Yay.
yay, we got her on. Good, good, good." Um, so let us know, Angel, what are you drinking? And if you guys are just jumping on, let us know what you're drinking, what kind of coffee you're drinking. We're conversating about names. This is the coffee chat show, so we want you to bring tea or coffee or something to conversate, like chit chat, right? So I'm glad, Angel. Now we feel like we're complete. Now we
Yes,
Thank
we're
you.
whole.
Thank
so
you.
so I was just sharing how the nurse named me. Um, Angel, because my parents couldn't speak English and they wanted to name me Yenny. So, if in my household people call me Yenny, in my family, I'm Yenny to them. I'm not Jennifer. I'm Yenny.
I love that.
So just that, I thought that was a fun fact. So does the meaning change of the nurse name to me, right? But it's still, I think, I mean, it is your name, right? For me, I guess my name, what I really, it's not peaceful, it's purity. It's
Okay.
supposed to, the meaning behind it is purity. So I didn't even know that until I went to like a Christian, what was it? No, when I grew up in Albany Park, there was like a Christian school there. North Park is a Christian college,
Oh, right. Yeah.
and they would go to our little hood school and collect kids and take them on, trips, or take them on weekend retreats. And when they would take them on the retreat, and I apologize if you guys hear that, when they take them on the retreat, when they would take them on the do you hear the alarm? That's an alarm we have on downstairs. So when it would take us on a retreat, one of the women there was like, "Did you know your name signified purity?" I was like, "No, I did not know that." And I was like in sixth grade or seventh grade at the time.
Yeah.
Why would I know that, right? But that's my story. So, Angel, what's your
Great
story?
story.
My I asked my mom once why she picked Angelica. She's like, I don't know, I just like the name. So she didn't really have a meaning behind it at all. I mean, like for me, I didn't really have a meaning behind my daughter's name either, but I knew that ever since I was little, I always loved the name Monica. And my mom said that I even had like all my dolls, like I named them all Monica. I don't even remember this.
Oh, that's so cute.
But then when I had my daughter, like right away, I knew I wanted to name her Monica. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
beautiful. Oh, so we have people, we have oh wait, she's laughing because I said collect kids. Oh, she said, Yesenia Cruz said, I'm actually having a vanilla vegan
Ooh,
shake. Yummy. That
yummy.
sounds delicious.
Sounds good.
Um, we do have Yamalet. She said, "Good morning, ladies. Sorry I'm late. No worries." Actually, Mel, she commented to you, Maria. She said, "Oh my God, who would say that rude much about your name to change
Oh,
your
yeah.
name?" uh, so let us know what you're drinking. We have Mary said, "My parents named me opposite of my mom, but in English." So
Like Yesenia. I know
yeah.
the novelas were very impactful, I think, on people's names.
Novelas, yeah,
Yeah.
novelas.
Yeah.
Yesenia said, "My mom got my name from a Spanish novela called Yesenia, and she just added the extra S." The creativity behind the names, right? I love that Angel would name her dolls Monica, and then she ended up naming her daughter Monica. That's so cute. And we know Angel's a sweetheart, so we know why Angelica, it suits
Yes.
you.
oh,
Yes.
We know what it's. You don't gotta tell us what the meaning behind Angelica means.
angelic, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
angelic. So we have Mel. She said, "My name was random from a book and it means hope. And then my middle name's my grandma chose it. So my family calls me by my middle name." Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's funny that she mentions that because my daughter's middle name is Prajedis, and that's my mom's first name. And nobody in the family, as big as my family is, nobody named any of their children Prajedis. And so when I was pregnant with my daughter, I said I want her middle name to be Prajedis because I wanted to continue after.
Oh, that's
And then,
really
but
nice.
but when I said that, my mind said, "I know que feo. I don't want you to use that name." I was like, "What do you mean? It's so unique. Like
It
it's
is.
different. Like I love it because it's so cultural.
It's a Latino name,
It's
I'm
a
assuming.
it's probably even like rooted in
Like a Aztec
the,
name,
the
maybe?
native the native languages. Yeah, yeah.
I personally wanted to name my kid, well, my first kid. Her name's Ines, right? All of
Mhm,
you guys have met Ines.
mhm,
So that's an older Mexican name, not
mhm.
very common. I saw it like in a 1920s black and white movie, and the little girl was named Ines. The movie was called Gregorio y su Ángel, and it was like a black, like literally like Pedro Infante time type
Okay. Yeah,
movies.
yeah. Mhm.
And I love this little girl because she was an angel and her name was Inez. And I
Mm.
remember I was praying, I was like, "What's that little girl's name?" And my mom was like, "Inez." I was like, "That's my daughter's name."
Oh.
And it was just to me, it was like perfect. It's short, simple. We don't believe in middle names personally, just
Mhm.
us. I don't have one. My kids don't have one. We're just like, you know, we just chose
Yeah.
to not put middle names on any of us. So, but we have people having a ball over here talking about their names. Let me share these
There you go.
comments. um, yeah, Melissa, my parents got my name from a radio station.
Oh.
Somebody called in asking for prayer for a little girl named Yamilet. They were going to spell it Jamilet, and then they changed it. That's beautiful. Um, I know that then she said, then when I was working in a call center, I found out what my name meant because an Arabic man told me, he said it's an Arabic name and it means beautiful.
Oh,
Yes,
nice.
that's beautiful. And in the Arabic culture, the names are literally words. And I don't know if I explained that. Like it is a word. Like you might hear a name and it means sunshine. Like you're literally just walking around calling someone sunshine. Like that
Mm,
is the name. So
mm,
I thought that was pretty cool when I heard that. So I love that.
mm.
Um, so great conversation about names.
Good.
Let's go to our next topic that we wanted to talk about. So Maria, can you go ahead and share a little bit about your thoughts on this conversation we wanted to have?
Yeah, we were, going back and forth about what we should talk about, and I mentioned Michelle Obama and just how sad we were for her to leave the office, first of all, for her and her husband. But we also talked about her book, Becoming, and I mentioned I saw the documentary also on Netflix, and I really admire her for so many reasons, and I think she has a great following. She's a very strong woman, obviously of color, and that even gives it more weight to everything she's done in the world and how impactful she's been. And one thing that she said that really struck me in the documentary was, after she left office, she was visiting a lot of neighborhoods and she was meeting with young kids, like high school kids, I guess. And one little girl said to her, "So, Miss Obama, now that you've left the office,
Mm-hmm.
how do you feel about going back to normal, going back to your normal life? How are you going to do that and what are you going to do?" And I loved her answer because
Mm-hmm.
it just really resonated with what we're going through right now in this whole entire year. And Michelle said, I can't go back to the way I was. Those 8 years changed me. Obviously, I'm not quoting her correct, verbatim, but basically she said, I can't go back. Now I just have to move forward with what I have. And now what am I going to offer, people in the world or whoever I come into contact with? And I thought, my goodness, that is exactly what we are going through right now. Everybody keeps talking about, when are we going to go back to normal, and when are we going to go back, and I keep saying we can't go
Mm-hmm.
back. All of us have been literally reshaped by this pandemic and all of this new experiences that we've had. Some of us have had to learn technology, like, poor Angel has had to figure out
Oh.
how to fix this thing. Us teachers have really had to navigate new waters with technology, and parents, my goodness, having to teach their children um, at home. Just so many things. We just talked about people who lost their jobs, maybe having to look for new jobs, change careers, maybe just learn a new skill. Like, so much has happened this year and throughout the entire world. Like, we're not
Yes,
talking about one region or one country. Like, this is a worldwide experience. That what do we do with this, and where do we go from here? Because we can't go back to where we were. And
yeah,
even just if you look around, the changes in our retail industry, and so many industries have been
affected.
really reshaped by this,
Yep, yep, yep. Like
and
the
new things.
hospitality. Hospitality is
Yeah,
completely gone, it's
yeah,
wiped.
yeah,
Um, yeah, I can see why when you said it, I was like, yeah, let's talk about Michelle Obama. Like she took a beat down. And
Too, yes.
people don't realize, I don't know if anyone realizes it, but when I watched her documentary on Netflix, she said how she was categorized as the angry black woman throughout the entire campaign with her husband, right? Because she was pushing him, she was pushing the initiatives. And when she was out there, like people started tearing her up. And she talks about how you have to have, you put yourself out there publicly, you're going to get tore up. I mean, they were everything from her attire, from her hair, from you know, being I guess she's they're the second family to have kids in the house, in the White House, and the one prior was the Kennedys, right? So even that, like the kids, the way that she dressed, because she was very fashionable. She liked Vera Wang and wearing all those nice dresses, like Jackie Kennedy. She was a big and dressing cute and wearing her fashionable outfit. So people tore her up. So she was very resilient, very intelligent. She went to Harvard, right? It was not, we didn't have no regular Chicago, she's from Chicago. That in itself, we should be very proud. I don't care if you're Democrat or Republican. She's a minority, intelligent woman from the Chicago land area. I don't know if she was raised, I don't remember. She was in Chicago, because I think in her book she said she was from she lived in the south side of Chicago, right? Like
I think she said she was from Gresham. I know you recommended to watch it, so I was watching while I was getting ready this morning in the shower, brushing my teeth. I was watching it on Netflix on my phone.
Nice.
It was really great. She's from Gresham, and just being a woman, and then a woman of color, and then put in this powerful position, everyone wants to tear her down, but she superseded everyone's expectations, and the people who were not happy with what she did, they just didn't want to see the greatness that she did.
Yeah. And did you see how packed that stadium was? How she packs those stadiums?
Yeah.
She's packing in them stadiums. Like, oh my God. Like, I was so impressed by like the behind the scenes of like her team, and how like even the woman, her manager, has been with her for how many years? I think she was saying like 15, 20, like for a long time she's worked with these people. So I was just very impressed by everything, how she's continued on, and she's still killing it. She's still killing it, after the whole fact leaving the White House, right?
Yeah.
She never lost her identity in all of her journey. As a wife, as a mother, as the first lady, like she never lost her identity. She knew what she wanted, and she continued to pursue her dreams, which is awesome.
I mean, she even talks about how she didn't want her kids, like the service people making their beds. She was like, no, you make your own bed.
Yeah, she did say
Like,
that.
you're in the White House, you have all these people who want to cater to you. And she was like, no, we're having none of that. I was like, yes, I love that.
Yes, same thing. I was like, oh, I love her.
Yeah. Did you ever hear the story when she tried escaping the White House, and like how Secret Service was like behind her, like her and her daughter just trying to get a breath of fresh air and like want to get away from everybody? I can only imagine. And that White House, have you guys seen the White House? Have you guys been to DC?
No.
It's little. Like, you see it on TV and you're like, oh, it looks like so grandiose and it's so big. And then when I went, I was like, that's the White House?
Yeah.
I don't know if like the video or the movies make it seem so big, but when you actually see it, it's like, it don't look that big from over here. But I'm not to play down the White House. I love the White House, but I'm just saying, like, the perception that media puts, right? But I think even, have you guys seen the documentary when she met her hubby? There's an actual like little movie, a 1 hour movie when they were teens. Or not teens, they were in college. Yeah.
Because he came to work. He was like an understudy. I don't know what they call it, but she was already in the law firm, and then he came in. So he kind of worked under her, like
she was his boss or supervisor in some capacity.
Mentor. So it was a cute story.
Yeah, it was cute. And the whole time we're watching, it's like, it was literally the whole show was about their first date. I don't know, like.
I haven't watched it.
No?
I watched that That would be sweet. I
Yeah,
saw a documentary where she was talking when she was being interviewed and she was talking about it, and I thought it was so sweet how she was just describing everything, that she thought he was this dorky little kid, and then when she talked to him on the phone, she's
Yeah.
like ooh, like his Obama voice, like
Yeah.
he captured her with his voice.
yeah, it was a really cute. So if you guys never
Mhm.
watched it, take a look at it. It's really cute how he got her at the end with ice cream and got the first kiss and all that cute stuff. Um, so we have Yamala. She said, my husband says that he can't go back to actually working away from home now. Um, this is proof that a lot of jobs can actually work from home. That's a
Yes.
big one,
It is.
right?
It is.
Mary said, and Brock never mentioned going that this direction when they dated, so that was not a life she ever dreamed to be part of. And then I know that Mary, she said, from what you said earlier, Maria, that is profoundly beautifully said. So it's just a great conversation
It
to
is.
highlight,
Mhm.
right? I thought it was a great topic. I was like, I didn't finish reading her book. I read halfway through, but
Mhm.
it's the documentary shared a lot about her life, right? So I love how she was so resilient. And I
Mhm.
think we need to definitely give her kudos for what she had to put up with.
For sure. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. So next topic we're going to talk about is self-care.
Yes. So
Self-care.
important. Yes. So I was saying to Jennifer, a lot of times, when we talk about self-care and we talk maybe about a bubble bath or, going for a walk and us as women, we're like, I know I can't do that. I have so much to do and I have to take care of the kids and do the grocery shopping and the laundry and the this and the that. And like, stop. Self-care is not being selfish. It is
Mhm.
so important to go inward, literally, so that you can go outward. When you go in and you take care of yourself, then you're okay to go and do whatever else for everybody else. So, as women, all of you, this season, take care of yourself. Go do something nice for yourself, even if
Yes.
it's not daily. Make it a point, at least every couple of days, do something for yourself. Even if
Yep.
it's just take a walk by yourself, around the block. Just clear your head. No music, no iPad, nothing. Just walk, as a even as a meditative tool to just walk and do. I've tried doing that, and you stop and think like, because I know I've done it. Like, if I'm gonna go walk, then maybe I could listen to a podcast, or I could listen to this, or I could do. And like, no, just stop. Don't. Just clear your head, and you will gain so much from just those, 10 minutes a day. And that's kind of what I've been trying to teach in my yoga and meditation series. It runs about 30 minutes, but we're actually meditating only about 10 minutes of that time. And it's just a quiet time. Literally go
Mm,
forward to see what you can discover about yourself.
that's good. Good advice. And Angel, let us know what you do for self-care for yourself because our
Mhm.
community is big on self-care. I know that we talk about it all the time. We're always talking about self-love, self-care. I love the idea of going inward, right? And spending time with yourself and being quiet with yourself. And by the way, when Maria does her yoga sessions, you are put to sleep. I'm just saying. Not because it's boring,
I was gonna say, wait a minute.
not because it's boring. I'm not saying that. I am so relaxed.
Yes, yes.
She in our first retreat and you did the yoga session for us.
Mhm.
I will never forget. Like I was so relaxed. I was like, wait, I'm still in yoga. Let me do my next position, right? Because your yoga wasn't the painful yoga. It wasn't like
Mhm.
the oh my god, there's yoga that really hurt.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
super
In there.
stretches.
Yeah, the tree, the all that stuff like that hurts. But Maria really focuses on meditation and being quiet and calming. So it was very relaxing. So I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm saying it's you really relax after dealing with Maria.
Oh,
Just saying.
thank you.
So
I'm glad it helped you.
it did. So,
That's
so
funny.
let me know, Angel. What do you do?
I think for self-care for myself, I've learned to love just going for a walk and running, like Maria said. But I am one that loves to put a podcast in or like a book or to try to, educate myself while I'm doing that. Like, that's self-care too, to try to learn new things and feed your brain, and just to continue to grow, emotionally, or,
Mm-hmm.
any way that you can. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, one of the other things that we did for the Thanksgiving weekend, I wanted to do self-care with the family. So I had found a TikTok, because Jen got me hooked on TikTok now. I found a TikTok where this girl, she talks about doing like a foot peel mask. And she showed like the evolution of her foot, like after she used the mask. And it was pretty disgusting. But I was like, oh, that's awesome. So like me and my husband and my daughter, we were just, after the day after Thanksgiving, we were just sitting there watching a movie, and we had all had our foot masks on. And
Nice.
it doesn't really do anything for you right there and then. You kind of see it like 3, 4, or 5 days later. Your feet start to like web, yeah, and your
Okay.
feet, your whole foot starts to just encapsulate from like the dead skin that just starts to come off your foot. It's pretty,
Oh,
Wow.
but I took
sounds
care of
good.
my feet, so that was self-care for me.
It sounds terrible. No, I'm just joking, but it's
my but man, my husband is a mailman, so he's like, he says,
Mm.
I have a lot of he has a lot of miles on his feet, so
yeah.
he has like baby soft feet now. So if no one's ever done like the foot peel masks, and you have some feet that need some TLC, I suggest, I recommend,
Nice.
I
Yeah.
recommend it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
share that TikTok link in the chat when we're done, because now I want to see it. I want to see what that TikTok. Yeah, TikTok is amazing now. Like I'm starting to get a little addicted to all these TikTok. There's a lot of meditation stuff there too, just
Oh
so
yeah.
you know.
Oh.
So Maria actually, she does yoga. For those that are interested, she does meditation every Monday at 8 p.m.
Yes.
So if anyone wants to jump on, it is in Spanish. But I'm pretty sure you'll be very relaxed. And I'm sure she'll share more information about that community that she has for yoga practice and meditation.
Yeah, so I decided to do it in Spanish. You know, when I became a yoga instructor, I my goal was to bring yoga to the Hispanic community, because you can go anywhere, whether it's Planet Fitness, whatever, tons of classes, right? Everything is in English. And I work in a Hispanic community where there's lots of parents that don't speak English. And they do their best, obviously, as many of you come from other communities like that, and I wanted to be specific and say I want to do this in Spanish. So my district actually paid for my certification, and I teach an after-school program to kids, but also in Spanish to the community. So now I'm trying to grow that through my Facebook page, to try to expand that community. And so I started with a series of meditation, kind of explaining what it is and the benefits of it, because it's not just you being quiet and feeling good about yourself. Like, you're literally changing your brain when you do that. You are opening up your brain literally for more space for you to be more creative, be more calm, be believe it or not, you would be more stress free, because you will just be in a different state to handle whatever life
Mm,
throws at you. You will be in a better state to handle it. So
yeah.
it is physically proven that your brain does change with 10 minutes a day, 10 minutes of meditation a day. So highly recommend it.
Nice.
And if you're interested, come over to my page, Alas Elevar. I know I forget my name, but I'll put it in the chat. And it's 8 p.m. on Monday night. So
Nice, nice. And Angel, actually, we never got to introduce you, darling, because I know we had issues. So we're gonna sign off and wrap things up. Can you just share, any promos you got going on, and what you do and all that good stuff?
yes.
Sure. My name is Angelica Ramirez. Most people know me by Angel. My profession is I'm a commercial property manager, but I am also a mom to two teenagers, a wife, a wise mentor, a Biggest Loser participant, and most recently, a pie lady. I, I've taken on I guess, I don't know what I want to call it, but for the pandemic has changed the holidays, so I always make pie for my family for the holidays. I usually make like 6 of them. It's like a chocolatey banana cream pie, and I usually make pie every single holiday. And I was feeling really sad that I wasn't going to be able to make pies, and because my family doesn't even like my pie, but my immediate family, my kids and my husband, they don't like my pie. But I take it to my my distant family, and everybody's fighting over it. So I put myself out there like a week before Thanksgiving, and I said, would anyone even buy my pie? And then in the morning, I had like all these notifications that everybody's like, I would. And I'm like, okay. And then my girlfriend also texts me, and she's like, don't say, would anyone buy my pie? She's like, you have to say, would anyone like a pie? So last weekend I sold 39 pies, and I'm putting myself out there to do it again for Christmas and New Year's. So I'm really and I love making my pie. I love like the gratification of hearing people enjoying my pie is what's making me the most happy. So
That's
Oh, nice.
it seemed like a job to me.
yeah.
That is when you know you found your passion, right? When it doesn't feel like a job or a chore and it's exciting. We've been working with Angel and figuring out what the heck is her passion, right? And what does she love to do? And she nailed it with the pie. She nailed it. We'll come up with a creative like title, like pie, I don't know, something pie strategist, whatever you want to call, right? We'll figure it out. But that pie though, I'm gonna order one. So I'm excited because I see everyone loving it. Like you can have pie. I was telling her, who sells pies anymore? Like seriously.
Yeah.
Who's a
And
pie?
yeah, I heard that Boston Market, Baker Square discontinued their banana cream pie. So people are
Mhm.
looking for banana cream pie right now, and that's what I make, except mine has chocolate because I love chocolate and banana.
That's even better.
That's even better. So you can have a pie for Valentine's Day, you can have pie for Easter, you can have pie for 4th of July. Like pie's never out of style.
No.
No, bananas are all year round, so you can
Yes.
pie all year round.
It is.
Nice, nice. So order your banana chocolate pie. I don't know how you want to title it, but make sure you reach out to Angel for her pie. Any final words, Angel, that you want to share?
I'm just very happy to have been able to be invited and to be here. I'm sad that I missed the first part of it, but I made it on, and I hope to be able to come back another day. And
For
thank
sure. We'll make you a co-host. Don't worry. You'll be a co-host. No
Yes.
worries. What about you, Maria? Any final words you want to share?
Yes, thank you so much for the opportunity. I had a great time. And I will share the link to my page on the page, whenever you put this video up, so that in case anybody's interested in joining me on Monday nights. Okay.
Yes. So we are broadcasted on the Women's Public Business page. We're broadcasted on my personal page, Jennifer Sanchez, and we are broadcasting live on YouTube in the Women's Self Development YouTube channel. So, anyone watching us, just reach out to me. You want to get connected with Maria or with Angel? We'll make sure that you get connected to them. And if you guys want to interact with us, make sure that you comment. If you want to jump on the show and be a guest, let us know as well. We're always looking for guests and highlight amazing women from our community. And I believe, for in fact, Angel and Maria, they're both two amazing women that I'm honored to have in my circle. So thank you so much, ladies, for being here with us. And I'm sure we'll bring Angel back another day so she can conversate with us the entire time.
you.
All right. You guys have a great week.
Thank
You know,
you, everyone. Have a
Thank
great
bye. Thank you for watching.
God bless
Bye.
you. Thank you.